Hello and welcome, fans, to this live video presentation from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and outstanding business sponsors who make these live presentations possible. We thank you for joining us. I'm Jim McCoy along with Johnny McCoy on the camera, coming to you live from Lithia and Driveway Fields in Medford, Oregon, and we thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore pregame show, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon and featuring the Portland Panthers versus the Rogue Ospreys. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with Rogue Community College and our sponsor, Business Partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for this event. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and thank you if you already have. Let's go ahead. We're just moments away. You can kind of see they're doing the international walkout right now. Let's meet the starting lineups for today's game. First, for the visiting Panthers, they'll shape up like this. Number 23 is Aiden White. Number 8 is Alexis Chamas. Daniel Hernandez wears number 4. Eric Eboy is number 13. Number 6 is Ivan Alfaro. Wearing number 15 is Josue Dolores Lopez. Yahir Garfias wears number 22. Number 29 is Gabriel Matos. Number 19 is Marcus Gould. And rounding out the starting lineup is number 12, Brandon Marin. The head coach is Roberto Maestretti. He's assisted by Roberto Kurlovich, Alejandro Herrera, and their trainer is Catherine Schultz. Now let's go ahead and meet the starting lineup for the Rogue Ospreys. At goalkeeper is Kian Arias. Out on the back line on the left side is Dan Martinez. We've got Reese Fletcher defensively along with Nolan Geller and Jose Regalado. Richie Valadez is a midfielder along with Mickey Redondo and Juan Diego Botello. The forwards are Elias Castro, Cody Brinkerhoff, and Edgar Lopez. Rogue Community College, coached by Greg Millick and assisted by Fernando Orozco and Wade Johnson. The two squads are out on the field. We'll go ahead and clear that and let you see the two teams huddled on their respective sides of the field. Rogue, the stingiest defense in the Southern Division, allowing only 4 goals in league play. Rogue coming in with a record of 4-2. Portland is 3-4 in conference. Rogue has scored just 6 goals on the season, but they've only allowed 4. Portland has 14 goals for and 17 against. Wearing the gray with the blue numerals, that's the Panthers. Actually, I take that back. That is an Ospreys uniform I haven't seen yet. So in the dark blue are the Panthers, and in the gray with blue numerals are the Ospreys. Kian Arias getting the start at goalkeeper today. 72% save percentage on the season. Sharing duties as a netminder along with Giovanna Rodriguez. They're on the back line for the Panthers. Got Ricardo Ruiz back there. Geller will take care of the, actually, it looked like he was going to take care of the throw, but instead that will be handled by one of his teammates. Going to try to get ourselves kind of sighted in here and battle for the ball. Brinkerhoff. Up the field he goes. There's Martinez. Martinez gets his foot on the ball. It travels over the crossbar. And it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. Back in the keeper spot, Mahad Malik. Fletcher, back to his keeper. Swing it over to the right side for Geller, who's getting a start today on the back line for Coach Millick. Trying to come onto the ball there is Elias Castro for the Ospreys. Good battle going on there as we have Gold and Castro fighting for it. Now upfield, Martinez trying to get there. Little foot race along with Brandon Marin. Ospreys throw, getting ahead on it, directing it out of bounds as Yahir Garfias. After heavy rains here last night, you should have seen this place. We're here doing a high school football game, and it's very rare on this surface that really drains pretty well. This pitch was kind of a mess last night. A lot of puddles around the field, and today things looking much better, and no mention of rain in the forecast. Malik will take care of the goal kick for the Portland Panthers. Always a good battle when these teams get together. We had a chance to watch them on a couple of occasions, and it always seems to go right down to the wire. Upfield, dishing it off is Jamas. Now up the side, Gould trying to get there, but Martinez gets there first. Directs it to his goalkeeper. Kian Arias, number 13, goalkeeper for the Ospreys. Up the field it goes to Redondo. He'll lose it, and there's Alfaro for the Panthers. Up the right side they try to go. Maybe a look a little bit inside, trying to direct Alfaro. But the ball gets away, and it is a bit of a windy day here in Medford. We got a pretty good breeze kicking up right now. Nothing quite as ridiculous as last night, as we had right around 7 o'clock, but it will be interesting to see how the breeze affects the flight of the ball. Throw in for Garfias. Gold there. 1v1 battle there between Brinkerhoff and Marin. Castro across the face of the goal. One possibility there on the other side was Edgar Lopez. Lopez, the leading scorer for the Ospreys, with 3 goals on the young season. And again, this Ospreys team, not a particularly high-scoring team, but been very stout defensively. Off the foot of Eboy. They'll try to work it inside. Botello there to break it up. Arias. Fletcher, Geller. Geller getting some pressure. There's Alfaro for the Panthers. Fletcher up the left side. Castro. Looked like that pass intended for Martinez. But the Panthers get in there defensively, knocked around, and there's Fletcher. Trying to work it left side toward the center for Brinkerhoff. Whistle blows, and Redondo out of Eagle Point getting ready to, and he gets a yellow card, and you can kind of see there from the nonverbal from the referee, too much talking. Kind of makes you wonder what he said, but busy day for RCC Sports while the men play here. The women's soccer team over at Southwestern on the road. Then the volleyball team taking on Lynn Benton Community College at home. The courthouse, their home court. Long boot up field. Malik will let it pass him by, and he directs traffic. And sends it over to one of his backs. Left-footed boot up the sideline. Touch on that just a little bit heavy. You can see there, looking for Hernandez. Well, maybe just a wee tad too much lead on it. Battle along the back line. Ospreys keeping possession. Switch it left side. Fletcher there. Castro back to Fletcher. Now Redondo. Wearing number 12 for the Ospreys is Jose Regalado. Botello now. Castro. There's an inside. Little touch pass there, broken up by the Panthers. A little bit of trouble there as the Panthers quickly work on the counter. You may hear some cheering in the background. This complex, a busy place with youth soccer today, the Rogue Valley Timbers. Big boot there by Garfias. Way down to the opposite side of the field to Alvaro. Alvaro. Danger in front of the net for the Ospreys. A little collision. No worse for wear. They will resume play. And it'll be the first corner kick of the match. Alfaro down in the corner. As with a number of things defensively this year, the Ospreys much improved in the arena of dealing with set pieces. That was a little bit of trouble for them last year. Another corner kick for Portland. Alexis Jamas. Header in front of the net. Shot over the crossbar and out. So the Panthers with a couple of looks at goal would come away empty-handed. Fletcher, upfield for Castro. Castro dumps it off for Dondo. Try a little give and go there. Panthers break it up. This Panthers squad, a relatively proficient scoring team. Leading scorer on the team, Alfaro, has 4 on the season to go with 3 assists, so he's also the team leader there. Daniel Hernandez has 3. Gerardo Contreras has a pair of goals, as does Josue Dolores, Cristobal Esquivel, Michael Freeman, and then Eric Eboy and Gabriel Matos with a goal apiece. Redondo dumps it off. Botello, Fletcher. He ends up flying over Gold. They keep possession of it. Given the direction of the pass, you have the feeling he was looking in the direction of Lopez, but the pass off target. And the men in dark blue going to take it the other way. Chasing it down in the corner, Alfaro. Fletcher with a little slide tackle action. And the thing you got to like about Fletcher, he's got that mentality. It's like, you're not getting past me, even if maybe I have to get a little physical in the process of it. I understand my role as a defender, and he does it pretty doggone well, as evidenced by the statistical performance of the Ospreys defensively this year. Free kick for Portland. We're a third of the way through the first half. That ended up going out of bounds off the head of Fletcher. Alfaro will make his way down to the ball. And it'll be time for the third corner kick of the first half by the Portland Panthers. High kick. Geller gets there. Dangerous looking shot just left of the left post. But the Ospreys get away unscathed and getting ready to take care of the corner kick. The goal kick is Arias. Castro, foot race to the ball along with Garfias. Gold trying to control it. Castro there. Brinkerhoff trying to make a run onto it. Battle for the ball. Brinkerhoff. Also there is Brandon Marin. Ball at the sideline. Lopez trying to gain control of it. It'll be a rogue throw handled by Martinez. Dan throws it up line, looking for Edgar. Ospreys edging their way up the pitch. Brinkerhoff. Castro met by Marin, who clears it away. Fletcher there. Ball tapped around. Ospreys, well, they were for a bit there, doing a good job of possessing the ball. They've got it back. Brinkerhoff now up the left side, and getting it out of there is Garfias. So Rogue will regroup. Number 11 for the Ospreys is Richie Valadez. He has it now. He's going to feed it back to Geller. Long boot upfield. Castro, Marin fighting for it. Marin wins that contest. And now for Rogue. Feed from Regalado to Castro. Little collision between the two players. No violation called there, so just a simple Osprey throw. Garfia's going to take care of the kick. Over to Malik. Ospreys retrieve it upfield. Valadez drops it off. Back to the defensive side of the pitch for Rogue. Fletcher upfield. Ball bouncing off the turf. Just a little too live for Brinkerhoff to be able to run onto it. Geller. Over to Fletcher. Yeah, it's Lopez with it. Lopez being challenged by Aiden White for Portland. Collision there between a couple of players. Castro, the man down, but not down for long. Free kick for Rogue. The whistle blows. Lefty boot right in front of the net. Fletcher trying to get in on that. But the Panthers dodge a bullet. Table Rock Sports welcomes Solar Pros and owner Mason Mahaffey to our sponsorship team. Solar Pros can save you thousands on your home solar panels installation. Check out their Facebook page to learn more. Search Facebook Solar Pros PNW. Malik to Marin. Looking left. Deflected away by the Ospreys and getting ready to take care of the throw. That's number 4, Daniel Hernandez. Header by the Ospreys. Out of bounds it goes. Rogue throw. Brinkerhoff going to try to get there. Defended by White. White clears it out. Rogue throw. And guy we haven't seen for a little bit back in action, Jaden Cameron. Little action in front of the net. Just a little over halfway through the first half. It remains a scoreless ball game. Redondo looking for Brinkerhoff. Broken up, but Osprey still with the ball. Marin gets it away. And running onto it is Cameron. Cameron's been battling an ankle injury the last couple of weeks, but in talking with Coach Millick prior to the match, he looked good enough in warm-ups today. They felt like that they could maybe give him a little bit of playing time today and get him back out there. White kicks it away, but Patello's there with the header. Valadez. Ball bounces harmlessly, if you're a Panthers fan, into the hands of Malik, who will get ready for the goal kick. Shot by the Panthers. That was Josue Dolores. He got some good oomph behind it, but wide of the net. So far, this match, with all the markings of a defensive struggle. Panthers, top of the table in the Southern Division. Portland right behind them. Rogue at 4-2. Portland at 3-4. So in terms of points, the Rogue with 12 and Portland with 9. So obviously here, Portland with a lot to play for. Kicked out of the back. Gabe Tapia on for the Ospreys. Brinkerhoff. And Tapia, one of those guys you typically expect to see starting. But the Ospreys dealing with a couple of dings. Lopez dumps it off. Cameron looking for the cross. And over there is Martinez. Martinez back to Castro. Kind of a cross, and Alexis Chamas. And now Rogue. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is their first corner kick of the match. If not the first, then the second. When they've had the ball, they've kind of been in the middle third of the field. We've had a couple of runs up line. Nice feed there in front of the net, but Malik doing a good job making a play on the ball. Castro gets a boot on it, but Malik there, and he's going to serve it away. Fletcher, Alfaro doing battle up the sideline. Matello, and back to the keeper, Arias. Tapia, big boot upfield, bounces to the turf, out beyond Redondo. Marin looking upfield. Cameron there, along with Alfaro. Over to the right it goes to Garfias. Trying to make a move there with the ball is Cristobal Esquivel. Marin deflecting it away, clearing it out. But Castro there. Castro being chased down by Cuevas, who's in the ball game. Castro trying to make a play. Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. When you stop to get your Dutch love, please tell them thanks for sponsoring these live athletic streams on Table Rock Sports. Free kick, Marin. But there to get in front of it is Tapia. Ball deflected around. And there's Brinkerhoff. Timely touch to Lopez. Lopez across the face of the goal, but Malik turns it away. Martinez upfield. Marin there. Duking it out with Castro. Brinkerhoff nearby. Substitutions in the match. Coming out is Jamas. And then a substitution on for the Ospreys. Checking in is Lucas Houghton. Houghton sporting a buzz cut. Almost didn't recognize him there for a moment. But he's given Coach Milk, some good minutes off the bench. Houghton. Lopez not able to get there in time as it is cleared away. Collision in the box. Fletcher there. Marin down for Portland. Tapia working against Esquivel. Beats him to the ball and knocks it away. Hernandez getting set for the throw for Portland. Dolores nearest him, along with Aiden White. Substitution in the match for the Panthers. Coming on is David Mendoza. Eric Eboy. Shot over the crossbar. Just a little too high. Kick with good pace on it. Tapia gets it back from Brinkerhoff. A little tussle inside. E-Boy trying to advance for Portland. Ospreys get it back. Running it down is Marin, who's been busy defensively here in the first half. Work the ball into the center of the field. That's Giovanni Grimaldo. Grimaldo off the Panther bench. 10 minutes plus very minor amount of stoppage time at the end of the half. Today's game is brought to you by Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill in Grants Pass, Elmer's Restaurants of Medford, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events. Try to get it upfield to Houghton, broken up by the Panthers. Houghton trying to get in there. Lopez. Busy day for Table Rock Sports and Rogue Community College. Here late in the match, our executive producer Joe Brett will be taking over for Johnny and yours truly, and then we're going to head on over to stream the volleyball match. Martinez. 1-on-2, has it taken away. Mendoza there for Portland. Tapia able to deflect it. That's just enough for Fletcher to get to the ball. Valadez with it now, going to work it right. One-on-one up the sidelines between the two leading scorers for their respective teams in this match, Hernandez and Lopez. Alfaro directs his kick toward the center, where the opportunistic Ospreys come onto it. Tapia back to Arias. A little bit of pressure there by the Panthers. Marin. Houghton there. Lopez taps it away. Portland throw with about 7 minutes and change left to go here in the first half. Scoreless match. There with the header is Tapia. Brinkerhoff. Now to Castro. Going to try to work it upfield. There's Brinkerhoff. Trying to run onto it. Castro at a bit of a disadvantage in terms of an angle to the ball, but he hustles back to it. And we're going to have a rogue free kick. Dump it off to Dan Martinez. And they put it in the back of the net. RCC scoring the first goal of the match, and we'll show the replay for you. Martinez, he threaded the needle there. And just right there into the traffic is Lopez. Lopez with his 4th goal of the season. And this is an Osprey team that can get a lot of mileage out of a 1-goal advantage. On for the Panthers, Alexis Gomez, big number 28. Into the match. Garfias, kind of the equivalent of a baseball pop-up. Houghton there, dumps it off. Looks like Valadez there. Foot race down into the corner. And Edgar Lopez will take care of the corner kick. He'll get set for the lefty boot. Angles the kick. Tapia trying to look to get his noggin on it, but nothing doing there. So it'll be a goal kick for Portland. Under 4 minutes left to go in the first half of play. The Ospreys looking to improve their conference record to 5-2 if they win here today. Whistle blows. Castro there. Who, me? So a free kick. Gomez. A little back and forth with Grimaldo. Switches it over. Marin there. Now the Ospreys onto the attack. Cameron down. You can kind of tell he's still favoring that injured ankle a little bit, indicating he's not 100% yet. But Cameron, a player who provides good leadership for this Osprey team. And a free kick for the Ospreys. And Cameron saying, I think I probably need to take myself out of here. So he'll come out of the match. And now on for Greg Milliken Company is Noe Cortez. Noe, a player that has seen significant minutes for the Ospreys this season. Feed toward the middle. Brinkerhoff was hoping he might be able to get his red head onto the ball, but not able to do so. So Malik with the goal kick. Gomez. Garfias. Now Malik. Tries to work it left side. Looking in the direction of Hernandez. But the ball bounces away. After a couple of quick minutes of relief, Cortez comes back off the pitch. Trying to catch that substitution for you as soon as we possibly can. Adrias, who hasn't been too busy here in the first half, serves the ball upfield. Brinkerhoff in traffic. Gomez gets a foot on it. Jaden Cameron back on for the Ospreys. See something on his arm there. It might be, and I'm only speculating here, but looks like he's got something there on his left elbow, like maybe had to get that wrapped up. A little blood there. We're into stoppage time now here in the first half with the Ospreys leading 1-0 in the match. Big kick upfield. Malik, the only one near it. He'll serve it out. Garfias trying to thread the needle there. Foul called against the Ospreys. Garfias running onto it. He's going to deliver a kick in the air to Arias, who smothers the ball and gets ready to serve it away. Tapia's got it. They'll work the left side to Martinez. Martinez now to Castro. Castro with the touch. Going center with it. He's going to have a look. That one hits off the football goalpost. And out of bounds it goes. Castro trying to work on it. Valadez gets it back from Houghton. But defensively, Mendoza there for Portland. Osprey throw. Final minutes of stoppage time. Looking for Houghton there with a cross, but that endeavor unsuccessful. Malik. And as soon as he puts a foot on it, we get the whistle signifying the end of the first half. So the first half is complete. The Ospreys, late in the half, deliver the ball to Lopez, who puts it in the back of the net. And that gives us a halftime score of 1-0. We invite you to stay tuned. We'll be back for our halftime report, brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. We'll take a quick time out, and then when we return, we'll have that halftime report for you coming up on TableRockSports.net. Don't go away.
Are very curious about your new family member.
Hello.
We built her so we could get a family plan.
Well, with U.S. Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines.
Oh.
I guess we don't need a fourth line anymore.
This is awkward.
U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular, now serving and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
I ride the bus to get to work. My family and I just moved here, and my wife and kids use the car right now. Being able to ride the bus has been huge for us. All right, first day at the new job. Here we go.
I ride the bus because I don't really like to drive anymore. I can take it to the store without needing to ask for help. It also takes me to my kids' house.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
We welcome you to the Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Report. Visit playmedford.com for the latest recreation guide. All the sports leagues, classes, and special events await you. Visit playmedford.com to learn more. Also excited about the opening of Rogue X, that big sports complex over at the Howard Memorial Park in Medford that will offer a tremendous array of opportunities for recreational fun. 1-0 is your score at halftime as we look at your John L. Scott scoreboard. Pretty much a defensive skirmish in the first half between the Ospreys and the Panthers. Panthers probably had a couple of more looks at the net than the Ospreys did, but just a couple of shots off target, so they've made their threats. There's no question about that. The Ospreys operating generally more in the middle third of the pitch throughout the half, but late in the first half, the Ospreys were able to break the deadlock. We'll show that play for you now. Corner kick. Martinez again, just look how he just operates that right up the middle. Deflected by the goalkeeper Malik. And there to get his foot on it is Edgar Lopez to give his team the 1-0 halftime lead. So, you know, that is far from a safe lead. These matches between these two programs, from what we've seen historically, is they go wire to wire and they battle each other hard. So this matter far from settled. Although, once again, that's just the 7th goal in 7 matches for the Ospreys in terms of conference play. But they've only given up 4, so no doubt like to add another clean sheet to their count. And they lead in the match by a score of 1-0. Kind of breezy here. Had quite a rainy night here last night. A downpour for a while that I think, well, let's just say we were prepared enough when we were broadcasting a high school football game to have a canopy to cover us, and figured the smart thing to do would make sure that we had that up and ready to go, and that really saved our bacon. Right now at halftime, it's about 58 degrees. No mention of rain in the forecast throughout the day, and as a matter of fact, doesn't look like we're going to see any rain again, and well, for the foreseeable future. One of the things that's been nice, and I'm sure for those of you watching down along the line in the Portland area or places elsewhere, you know what the kind of challenges that we have had with the smoke throughout the summer. And the nice thing about that rain is that our air quality index at 16 right now. So we are grateful for that. We're at halftime, and our halftime report brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. We thank them for your support, because Medford is your sport ground where the West Coast comes to play. Visit travelmedford.org/sports to find out about the many tournament venues, outdoor opportunities, and the event calendar to find out what is going on. Table Rock Sports also says hello to our nearly 3,000 YouTube subscribers. Join the team at YouTube/Table Rock Sports, and you get updates when the games go live. So that comes in handy. You get that notification on your mobile device, and you think, hey, let's see how this game is going over here. You can catch that. And, of course, one of the things I love about the offerings on YouTube gives it a chance to kind of look back and and watch that and at my convenience and kind of, obviously critique the work that we do, but along with that, just enjoy the action and the comfort of my own home. We'll get you ready for the start of the second half. But let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break right now. The Ospreys, you see on your John L. Scott scoreboard, lead in the match 1-0. We'll be back after these messages.
My name's Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
I ride the bus because it helps me get places on my own terms. Another day, another ride. And it's all thanks to Sophie. Everybody say hello to Sophie.
We ride the bus to get to school. We used to carpool from Medford, but this way, we don't have to worry about gas or parking.
Another day, another opportunity for David to be a public menace.
Hey!
Whoa!
My name's Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
1-0 your score at halftime. Our halftime report brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. The new guide is out, and there are tons of great activities. So if you're looking to get active and maybe you don't know anybody that's maybe in a particular league or something like that, you're thinking maybe, it'd be fun to get out and either kick the ball around or maybe get involved in a volleyball league, well, go check out the website and check out the guide and see what kind of opportunities are out there to get active. Got a great setting here for sports here in Southern Oregon, along with this great complex here at Lithia and Driveway Fields. Fall sports action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler, and our presenting sponsor is Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. New stores are in Roseburg and Klamath Falls, and now there are 9 locations to serve you. We're going to take a final timeout, and when we return, we'll get you ready for the start of the second half. It's the Ospreys 1, The Panthers nothing. We'll be back with the final 45 minutes after this.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bro dignity.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
So what do you do when a loved one has been wrongfully injured or killed? It's simple. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to LetUsFightForYou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Getting ready for the start of the second half. In the second, the Panthers wearing dark blue will move from right to left. The Ospreys wearing gray today with blue numerals, and I don't believe I've seen them in this kit before. But it looks good. Houghton, who came off the Osprey bench, remaining in the match, getting ready to kick the ball into play. Fletcher works it back for the goalkeeper Adrius, who will remain in the net here in the second half. He's getting some pressure there and says, I think maybe I better just get this thing out of here. Battle for the ball. Alfaro going to try to run onto it. Across. Back and forth clearance by the Ospreys. Jaden Cameron exchange there with Edgar Lopez. Botello runs onto it. Brinkerhoff looking for Houghton. Marin with it now. Up the left side. Fletcher with him. Whistle blows. And Brinkerhoff shown a yellow card. Second yellow issued to the Ospreys in this match. Botello trying to fight for it. Alfaro, but Tapia there. Fletcher getting set for the free kick. Upfield it goes. Cameron knocked away by B-Boy. Brinkerhoff there. Knocked around. Giovanni Grimaldo. Now Brinkerhoff. Whistle blows. Call goes against Portland. Fletcher looking to deliver the ball. Cameron there, but Hernandez gets onto it. He'll boot it out looking for Gomez. Now you've got Grimaldo. Grimaldo wearing number 11 for Portland. Panthers coached by Roberto Maestretti. Lopez. Lefty boot looking cross field to Martinez. Martinez in the corner. Trying to jockey away his around. Ball knocked away, and it will be the Ospreys with a corner kick, their first of the second half. Can the set piece work again for the Ospreys? Ball delivered in front of the net. Crowd there. Deflected. Whistle blows as the ball deflects off the crossbar, and it'll be another corner kick for Rogue. Taking care of it will be Edgar. See how it works from this side. Ball high in the air. New keeper on for the Panthers. That's Matthew McKetty. Got a chance to see him a fair amount last year. Ospreys lead it by 1 here early in the second half. Looking to see if maybe they can continue to work that defensive magic and will have earned themselves 15 points in conference play overall on the season. Arias getting ready to take care of the goal kick. Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from Pinnacle 365. Use your peak rewards to save on gas and snacks on your next road trip of the team. The home of crispy, crunchy chicken, Pinnacle 365. Fletcher down in the corner. Kicks it away, and over the fence it goes. Panther throw. Alfaro making a move. Ospreys there defensively. Lopez up the field to Cameron. Cameron looking to get a through ball to Houghton, not able to get there. Marin retrieves it for Portland. Hernandez taken away by Cameron. There with the boot on the ball is Josue Dolores. Discussion ensuing between the referee and Cody Brinkerhoff, and Brinkerhoff already on a yellow for the match. Up the far side of the field, Castro running onto it. Getting a foot on it for the Panthers is Cristobal Esquivel, wearing number 18. Alfaro, up the field it goes. Fletcher there, sends it back to his goalkeeper. Upfield it goes. Lopez, Brinkerhoff. Exchange between the forwards. Now upfield to Cameron. Cameron, Houghton, but it is blocked by Marin. Ball in the air. Getting a foot on it is Grimaldo. Back it goes for Arias. Tapia, maybe just a little too nonchalant coming onto the ball. Momentary trouble, but no harm done. Martinez over for Castro. Plenty of numbers back defensively. Trying to run onto it is Dan Martinez. He'll chase it down in the corner. Over for Brinkerhoff. Kick over in the direction of the Panther net. McKetty there. Fields it on a bounce. Houghton making his presence felt there for the moment. Ten minutes into the second half. Remains a 1-0 match. Cameron dumps it back for Arias. The Panthers at 3-4 have played one more match than the Ospreys have. They could, with a win, pull even in terms of conference points with the Ospreys today. It's been a very interesting year in terms of soccer, and again, when you're talking about two-year programs, that there's a considerable amount of turnover from year to year, and so a lot of the teams that were running toward the top last year having their struggles this year. I was just thinking a little bit about Southwestern. Southwestern 2 years ago, really struggling. Last year, gave the Ospreys a lot of trouble, but now finding themselves looking up at the likes of the Panthers and Ospreys. Running it down, Tapia. See right now at the moment, Rogue 4-2, Portland's 3-4, Lane is 1-4-1, and again, Ospreys. Remember, it was draw city between Rogue and Lane last year. Southwestern Oregon winless on the season, and Chemeketa, which historically has been something of a nemesis to the Ospreys, winless thus far in conference action. Have a man down for Rogue while they tend to him. I think this would probably be a good time to take a quick 30-second break. Stick around. We'll be back with more NWAC soccer on TableRockSports.net.
I ride the bus because it helps me get places on my own terms. Another day, another ride. And it's all thanks to Sophie. Everybody say hello to Sophie.
We ride the bus to get to school. We used to carpool from Medford, but this way, we don't have to worry about gas or parking.
Another day, another opportunity for David to be a public menace.
Hey.
Whoa!
'Injured Osprey coming off the pitch. Now into the match for Rogue is Noe Cortez as the Panthers get set for the corner kick. Now we'll check, but I'm pretty sure that may have been Richie Valadez. Being tended to on the sideline. .30 left in the match, plus a little bit of stoppage. Osprey throw. Cortez gets ahead on it. Goes back to the Panthers. E-Boy, Marin, now to Hernandez. Hernandez upfield looking for Gomez, but stepping in front of it is Reese Fletcher, as he so often does. A defensive headache for the opposition. Lopez, 1-on-2. He's going to get it out of there. Brinkerhoff, now Lopez. Lopez out of the back and looking downfield, and Cameron shouting instructions to his teammate. Getting set for the throw, Hernandez. Cameron. Lopez. Little back heel pass, but Panthers stepping in front of it. Arias, as he had Gomez coming onto him. Good presence of mind there to not be distracted by the attacker. Focus in on the ball, hauls it in, and away it goes. Fletcher looking for Houghton. Touch to Cameron. And tried to deliver it upfield. But there for Portland is Cristobal Esquivel. There he is, out of the back. Gomez hassling him a little bit there. Martinez. Upfield it goes. Off the left side, he's going to go ahead and try to, looking to do a quick little cross over to Houghton. Unable to do so. And the Panthers try to counter. Josue Dolores fighting for the ball. Sliding there along with Dan Martinez, the sophomore defender. It'll be a free kick for Alfaro and the Panthers. Aloft, a big kick out in front of the Osprey net, but they're able to clear it out. E-Boy has it taken away by Houghton. Houghton for Cameron. Cameron switches fields. And an offside the call as Castro runs onto it, much to the chagrin of the Osprey faithful who are in attendance. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and our communities. Panthers step in front of that, and they've got the ball. E-Boy with it, looking for Hernandez on the left side. Hernandez works it upfield for Dolores. But there's Botello for the Ospreys. Cameron. Back to Arias. Ball out of bounds. RCC with the throw. Delivered back to Fletcher. Fletcher will switch it left. Tapia over there. Long kick upfield. Castro trying to run onto it, but Marin's there. Elias Castro getting ready to take the corner kick for Rogue, looking to try to see if maybe they can gain some separation here in the second half. Angles the kick in front of the net. And the Ospreys score. RCC taking the 2-0 lead. So I would show you the replay on that, but for whatever reason, it did not take. So now you're seeing the earlier goal scored by Lopez. So Rogue taking the 2-0 lead. So Houghton, who provides some scoring off the bench and some offensive play for the Ospreys, delivers, I believe, I'll check here on the stat sheet, but I believe that is his third goal of the game. So now it's Dos Acero. And now on the move, heading upfield, Castro against Marin. Marin ends up winning it away. Portland not going away quietly. They've still got some time to work. 22 minutes left to go in the match. Arias fields it on a bounce. He'll serve it out to Martinez. Players getting tangled up on there, and little you can't do that there, and foul called against the Ospreys. So the Ospreys with a pair of goals. Lopez in the first half. And Houghton in traffic just mere moments ago. Looked like Jaden Cameron coming off for RCC. Ospreys with a lead now. Now trying to work on another clean sheet. I can honestly say, at least in terms of just talking to people and my expectations, this Osprey team has tremendously exceeded my expectations. I think some of that is the leadership on this year's edition of the Ospreys. Cameron coming in, I think, has definitely had an effect on that. And also, you've got a back line for RCC that works really well together, and they're not getting burned by some of the mistakes back there that occurred in the prior season. I think you can definitely say that as far as scoring goes, goals have been a little bit harder to come by than the days of when Joel Sarad was on the team. And, of course, he drawing so much attention, it drew other opportunities for other players. So the attack, not quite the same as that Final Four team from a couple of years ago, but, you know, you play that good defense and you can win some matches. And that is what the Ospreys are aspiring to do. If this can hold up, RCC will go to 5-2 on the season. I think along with Cameron, seeing a lot of inspired play defensively from Dan Martinez, who even playing on the back line, has managed to score for the Ospreys and played 2 years ago, didn't play last year, and back in action. And with Fletcher and Tapia, have the makings of a good, solid team. Number 3 on for RCC, that is Yahir Valdivinos. He wears number 3. He's back there on that RCC back line. Joining Tapia, Fletcher, and Martinez. Also into the match for RCC, number 25 is Tucker Johnson. Noe Cortez trying to run it down and ended up sailing out of bounds. RCC with the goal kick. Not quite desperation time by any means for the Panthers with 17 minutes left. But nonetheless, that window slowly starting to close. Ball cleared away by Fletcher. Kind of a pop fly up there in the air. And warming up in the bullpen. About ready to take this thing over, getting himself limbered and stretch up. We've got Joe Brett on hand. We're going to go ahead and continue to show you the feed real quick. I'm going to turn the volume down momentarily just so we can get him settled in.
So if you bring it by afterwards, yeah, we can swap them. Could you guys take the canopy down on your way to my house? Yeah. I don't think I can manage it myself and get it done. Okay. Get it down the ladder. I tell you, the killer part's the weights. Now, do you need the reeds, live reeds, or do I? No, we're good. We're close enough to finish. Okay. I've got to memorize pretty much anyway. So, yeah, I've got the rosters there. I wrote down Houghton and Lopez scored for RCC. I got the replay on Lopez's goal. I did not. I must have hit an incorrect button. I heard that. Yeah, so, but anyway. Got it. All right. Hey, you just have to hit live at volleyball. You're all set. Okay. And Darren's working on rosters. Okay. And then, so you're keeping Johnny here, or? No, he can go. I'll finish on camera. Okay, sounds good. I think everything's going well. The only thing was goofy is we tripped the breaker on that last night. I plugged that in this morning, and it wouldn't work, so I plugged in down here. Oh, I got you. So, yeah. I'll bring all your gear. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, folks. Jim and Johnny, I should say, our Team McCoy crew that does such a great job with our second coverage and their football and volleyball exploits when called upon. And it's been a good day for the Ospreys as they try to finish off this NWAC victory. So the reason for the headset change is because Jim and Johnny are headed for NWAC volleyball as Lynn Benton Community College visits RCC. Back-to-back nights for the Ospreys trying to bounce back from a loss to Lane last night on the volleyball courts. Header out in front of the goal, swing, and a shot on goal just wide. It's a little bit of a high, not a bicycle kick, but pretty good swing of the foot there up above the hip, and it just curled past the post. So a busy weekend for the Ospreys with their visitors from the University of Portland here, and Lane and Lynn Benton in town. Ospreys content to knock it around a little bit. There's a run now. And pushed away on the far side. Throw-in coming from the far side. It's good dueling on that far sideline. Not a lot of progress to report from it, but about a half a dozen players there trying to seize a little control. Second half approaching the 10-minute mark. Nice give and go action in front of the goal. Turned away. Dangerous play and a takeaway. And goal! Little bit of careless ball handling right there. And at the 81-minute mark, it's a much-needed goal for Portland. I did not get the number. I apologize for that. I'm finishing up on camera here as well, but the Rogues Ospreys careless with the ball and have given up their first goal of the game now, and Portland feels a little juice in their attack. Out to midfield, they'll start again. Now the Ospreys going to push. Throw in for Rogue. Goal came at about the 81st minute. We're now approaching 82-30. But just a one-goal game, that makes a big difference than the 2-0 Portland was looking at. Throw in for Portland. Back to the Ospreys side on the attack. Good ball ahead. Goalkeeper wins the foot race. Throw in for Portland. Shot on goal, diving stop. About 20 yards out. Stopped right on the yellow line of the goal box. But that one had some steam on it. That had some game-tying potential on it. Past the end line to Portland. Ospreys ball. 2-1 that lead, cut in half at the 81st minute by Portland's first goal. Now 5 minutes, plus extra time. Could be numbers. Defenders hustling back. Header just past the edge. Beautiful entry pass. Chase to the other end. That might have been Hernandez with the header, I believe. Two really good looks since the goal for Portland. Keeping this one from far from being over. Chip ahead, but only Ospreys back there to pick it up. Shot on goal and a header just past the left bar. Two big threats and chances to tie. Ospreys get it back to down the Portland end. Maybe not for long. A tussle on the sidelines there, out off of Portland. Ospreys will throw in. And no harm, no foul. Header back to the Ospreys to the near sideline. It'd be fine just to finish it out down at this end of the field, but Portland's been able to make a couple of nice runs. Oh, there's a toss in just a little deeper. Might have been able to do something with that. Couple of headers keeping it headed back towards the Ospreys' goal. Now Rogue with a little clearance and a good ball ahead up the left side. Too far. Inside the final minute on the clock. Throw in and kick right back out. Five minutes additional time. The way the Portland club has come on this second half, that could be time aplenty. Chance for give and go. Got a centering pass on it, but kick into Osprey territory, goes quickly back the other way. Good ball across, right on the money. Good move on the far side. Ospreys are into attack territory. Shot deflected away. Now from the center, diving stop, and a rebound turned away again. Third opportunity is just wide. Well, the Ospreys were intent on putting a little dagger on there. Two great stops in the goal. Keeps Portland still in this one. Those were both smoking hot shots on goal. The rebound even had a good boot put to it. But the door was closed. Maybe another look. The Ospreys find some numbers. Center to the middle, turned away. Now up for grabs. Oh, look on the far side. No, offside. Good defense there after an incursion into Osprey territory, and another one on the way up the far sideline. Good centering pass into traffic. Controlled. Shot on goal deflected. Towards the goal, I should say. Probably about halfway through that 5 minutes of extra time. There's a shot in front of the goal, a pass that couldn't find anybody at the other end to connect with. High boot to midfield. An opportunity. Well defended. Oh, beautiful. Backheel pass ahead. Shot towards the goal won't go, but the Ospreys with some really nice showmanship right there with the passing. Not only backheel, it was right on stride to the teammate ahead. I believe that was the 1 minute signal. It'll take a quick look for Portland. Going the other way, though. Ospreys with the man down there in front of the goal. Missed the shot on goal, but now are playing down one as they go back up the field. Ball back in. Far into the field of where Portland needs to be to maybe pull a tie. Get to overtime. Ball out far side and throw in for the Ospreys is time now the enemy for the visitors. Kept in. Well defended. Chipped ahead. Defended. That'll do it, folks. Hey, a great finish there. Some really heated action down the stretch. Both teams with scoring opportunities. Portland tied it in the 81st minute, had two good shots on goal. A header that just zipped past the outside left bar there. Comes up just one empty, but a great finish by both of these teams. And turned out that 2-0 lead with 10 minutes to go. Had a lot of good soccer and excitement left to play. And congratulations to both teams. A well-played game and good efforts here today. We'll take a timeout. Be back to finish things off for you after this word from our friends from Solar Pros.
My name's Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
And welcome back to Gary H. Wheeler Field here at Lithium Driveway Fields in Medford. Beautiful multi-sports complex here. Have Harry and David Field, the main baseball field, and Field 9, the two beautiful baseball facilities. Just a couple of them. A whole softball complex across Bear Creek from us. As you look towards the Rogue Valley Manor and those big buildings on the hill across Interstate 5. 140-acre property. City of Medford purchased back in the 1980s, and it's now one of the premier sporting complexes in the West Coast. It's tournaments all the time, kids from all over the West Coast, and adults as well. There's a big adult softball tournament with some of the top regional teams doing battle as I just get set to wrap up here. So a 2-goal lead, 1-0 at the halftime break. Houghton and Lopez, I believe, are the goal scorers. Yes, Lopez in the first half, Houghton in the second half for Rogue. In the 81st minute, I'm not sure, don't hold me to this, but that could have been, checking the Portland roster, that might have been Gabriel Matos that scored. I'm not sure. He was in the, he delivered or set the ball up if it wasn't him that scored, but that was in the 81st minute, and Portland had two more really good looks after that, just couldn't get them to go. And even with the extra time, Rogue just before the 90-minute mark had two good shots on goal turned away. It would have been a put-away goal for all intents and purposes, but a great finish to a great college soccer game and good NWAC action coming your way. One more timeout and we'll be back to wrap things up here for you. Thanks for watching today.
Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
And there you have it, your final today, RCC 2, Portland Community College 1. Thanks for watching today. It's been a presentation of Table Rock Sports Productions, leader in high school and small college sports coverage here in Southern Oregon. My thanks to Jim and Johnny McCoy, who did a super job of bringing you most of that action today. They're up handling the volleyball chores for Lynn Benton at RCC right now. So we will thank you, soccer fans, for watching. Watch for more RCC Osprey action ahead as we continue through the regular season. Hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll check us out again soon here on TableRockSports.net.